Have you ever wondered what that weird shiver you feel after you're done peeing is? Well, I did too, until I decided to put some research into it, and I wasn't disappointed. At first, I thought it was only me.
Alright, so I got a question for you. Do you sometimes shake after you're done peeing?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Not frequently, like
Not
maybe once or
frequently?
twice in like a year.
Okay. Do you frequently shake after you're done peeing?
Not frequently.
Not frequently, but has it happened before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have pee shivers?
No comment.
No comment? Do you sometimes pee and then you shake while you're peeing or after you're done?
Yes.
Okay, so it has happened before.
What?
It has happened.
Yes.
Okay. Jordan, do you sometimes shake after you're done peeing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ask you one question.
Okay, so like when you pee, do you like sometimes after you're done peeing, do you shake or have a shiver? Have you ever had?
Is this gonna be?
It's for a documentary for science.
This is better.
I'm telling him it's for science. I'm helping you.
You guys answer first. I want to.
I already did. What we already did. I already interviewed a couple.
Will this stay private?
Yes. Yeah. No one watches until the study my documentary. In the far future. So it happens. Does it? Yes or no?
This is just the weirdest thing.
You don't answer them. I mean, if you don't have to answer if you don't want. It could be like undecided or no comment. Okay. Yes.
Alright, so, you know when you pee, right? Have you ever, like, after you're done peeing, have you ever felt this shake or shiver?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have felt it. Okay.
It's terrifying.
Can you what?
Interview later.
So after asking around, I found out that a few guys actually do it. And this surprised me because I thought I was the only one who did it. Some are not comfortable with sharing this information, so it was kind of hard to get an answer as in if they did it or not. But luckily, the one person we interviewed, Johnny, he came back and he actually stated that he does feel a shiver. It's not a shiver, it's more of a twitch, it's a weird way to put it because I've always felt a shiver. And that's the first time I've ever heard a twitch, which I will also add to my research later. Alright, so from the people I interviewed, I decided I would label what each person's pee shiver. For example, I would call Anderson a yearly pee shiver, as in he only shivers once a year. Then we had the non-frequently pee shiver. Then I had my first no comment. And this actually hurt because you shouldn't be ashamed to talk about your pee shivers. Finally, we had the pee shiver warriors. People who often pee shiver. They don't just do it frequently, they do it on a regular daily basis. On a side note, we had the pee twitcher, which is not really that big of a deal, considering that it's exactly the same thing. He just called it something different, even though it's more or less the same thing. Okay, now that we have them all labeled, I can reference them when I need to, so that's a good thing. Alright, so after doing some research, which was only typing pee shiver into Google, I found that the actual term is PMCS, which means post-menicture convulsion syndrome. If you're looking for information about pee shivers, Google is not the thing for you, because if you look up pee shivers on Google, you'll find only a few resources, and most of them are not useful at all. They call pee shivers a psychological phenomenon. And I know for a fact there's something more than your brain playing tricks on you. Let's go over what they label it as. So PMCS is when your brain sends signals down your spine to make your body shake or shiver, and they think it's all a psychological thing. But I think differently. In fact, looking only PMCS up in Google brought me this. Private military contractors. Now, does that have to do anything with pee? I don't think so. After finding out there was rarely anything written on it, I was destined to prove them wrong about it being psychological. I started doing some research, and I came up with a theory, the shake theory. Now, I'm basing the shake theory off of experience. So, you know when you're done peeing, and sometimes you got some drippage, and instead of wiping it, you shake yourself a little bit to make the pee drip off. Well, I based that off of that. Maybe your brain is auto-shaking you, making sure you get the last drippage off, because it knows that you usually shake yourself. Maybe your body has made a habit of shaking. This theory actually made a lot of sense until I found one flaw. It's random. It's random. How could I be so dumb? I knew it was random. It was random for me. It was random for everyone. It just doesn't happen a lot. For some people it happens a lot, but you'd think if it was a habit, it would happen all the time. I had one guy that said it only happened once in his life. Now that's crazy. How can this only happen once in your life? So I'm setting out to do more research. I'm going to gather a couple more interviews with people and ask them what exactly happened during the day. I will make a follow-up video with those interviews, and hopefully we'll get some new information on this. Until next time, goodbye, guys.